By default, Quick Cast is set to off. This is referred to as normal cast. When you're using normal cast, when you hit your ability button, you'll see targeting information. Then you'll have to left click for the ability to actually go off, or you could right click to cancel the ability. Now while seeing targeting information can be useful, especially when learning a new hero, most people find it cumbersome to have to issue an extra click for their ability to go off. If, however, you really want that targeting information, another option is on release, which is kind of like halfway between normal and quick cast. Basically, when you hit down on your ability button, you'll see the targeting information, and upon releasing the button, your ability will actually go off, but you still see the targeting information, and you still have the option to hit right click to cancel that attack. And lastly is quick cast, which means that as soon as you hit the button, the ability will immediately go off. And remember, you can go into the quick cast settings in the hotkeys menu and set which cast setting you'd like to use on a per ability basis, including your movement, basic attacks, and abilities from vehicles like the Dragon Knight and Garden Terror. The basic trade-off here is that normal cast has a slightly higher mechanical complexity and slightly slower cast times for increased accuracy and the choice to cancel, though I do think there's a place for all of these. For instance, on some abilities like Hanzo's Scatter Arrow, you'd have to almost be insane to not use normal cast or on release, because it's just almost impossible to know where those arrows are going to go, and you're trying to hit as many of them as possible, and using the quick cast there's really just no reliable way to do that. Then on heroes like Alaric, where you want to use your abilities in very quick succession, and the hitboxes of your abilities are a little bit more obvious, I think quick cast is probably more the choice. Especially since vector targeted abilities, like telekinesis, already function like on release, and you can see the targeting information on the ability that's hardest to hit. Quick cast is best used on abilities where getting that split second back really makes a difference, whether it means just getting that perfect Alaric combo, or just getting off your swift strike away to stay alive. Whereas normal cast and on release is better used on abilities where lining it up perfectly or exactly knowing your maximum range is more important than getting it off very quickly. I also find the targeting information very useful on abilities like Horrify, where enemies are going to run directly away from the center, which means that the positioning of this ability is extremely important. It can also be helpful with abilities like Ring of Frost, which only hit on the outer ring and can be hard to hit reliably using quick cast. Now obviously, there are hundreds of abilities in this game, and quick cast settings are not one size fits all for abilities or for people. Some pro players like Fan from Tempo Storm exclusively use normal cast, where I personally find normal cast difficult to use, and use a mixture of on release and quick cast. So don't let anyone tell you that there's one correct way to play, and just play around with the cast settings until you find ones that work for you. If you have any questions or things you'd like me to cover, feel free to reach me at my Twitter, on my stream, or in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching.